All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is People in the Boxes, episode 164 tonight. And it's going to be a wonderful, fun game of story boxes, of course. We're going to play a little intro. What is this? October 2nd today, 2025. Let's play this little intro video. It's got a little timer there to let you know how long it takes while we get some notifications out to everybody. If you're catching this, you might be catching the replay. Watch the show. Tell us what you think in the comments. We'll get back to you on that. We'll be right back, guys, in about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's review. I'm sorry. Let's talk about camping tonight. Camping.
Voices echo through the walls so thin, trapped in squares where the stories begin. Whispers rise from the shadows deep, secrets these boxes swear to keep. People in the boxes, souls on display, talking through the silence, night into day. Bound by lines, yet the truth breaks free. People in the boxes calling to me. Cube holds a tale untold, hearts of fire, dreams so bold. Walls can't hold what the spirit sings, laughter and tears on fragile wings. People in the boxes, souls on display, talking through the silence, night into day. Bound by lines, like the truth breaks free. People in the boxes calling to me. Cages or a stage to stand, a prison built by a human hand. Voices clash, then they blend as one. In the boxes, the journey's begun. People in the boxes, souls on display, talking through the silence, night into day. Bound by lines, yet the truth breaks free. People in the boxes calling to me. I hear their sound, lost in seeking yet profound. People in the boxes near and far, shining out like a guiding star. Voices echo through the walls so thin, trapped in squares where the stories begin. Whispers rise from the shadows deep, secrets these boxes swear to keep. People in the boxes, souls on display, talking through the silence, night into day. Bound by lines, yet the truth breaks free. People in the boxes calling to me. Every cube holds a tale untold, hearts of fire, dreams so bold. Walls can't hold what the spirit sings, laughter and tears on fragile wings. People in the boxes, souls on display, talking through the silence, night into day. Bound by lines, yet the truth breaks free. The people in the boxes calling to me. Or a stage to stand, a prison built by a human hand. Voices clash, then they blend as one. In the boxes, the journey's begun. People in the boxes, souls on display, talking through the silence, night into day. Bound by lines, yet the truth breaks free. People in the boxes calling to me. Cube holds a tale untold, hearts of fire, dreams so bold. Walls can't hold what the spirit sings, laughter and tears on fragile wings. Every cage is or a stage to stand, a prison built by a human hand.
the heck?
I don't know.
What the? Oh, I see. Huh. That's weird.
I
We're
didn't hear
here. We're back.
anything. I don't know if the sound played or not.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but like
I
I couldn't hear the intro, so I don't know.
because you're inside the studio, I think. Anyway, you guys can let us know out there if you could hear it or not. It's over now. We're back. We're here. It's time for the show. Hey, Red Six in the house. What's up, Red? Um, Guys, we got a wonderful show. A little bit more on the light-hearted side. We haven't had as many, light topics lately, so this is going to be a good one. It's a revisiting. We're revisiting a topic that we actually did like years ago now, and it's funny that I remember most of the topics that we did. Um, Camping was one that we talked about. Glamping, we looked at a bunch of different things last time. And this time, though, we're playing story boxes. We're playing the game that now we play on People in the Boxes. If you are in the audience and you want to participate, all you have to do, and it's not a big deal if you don't know us on screen, you don't have to worry about getting the answers right. But if you want an extra spot, an extra chance to win the door prize, that we give away at the end of the show, you can participate in the game. And the game is basically a randomized list of stories that we read, and the people on the screen get to sort of pontificate on whose story it might be. And we talk about different things related to the topic. What are you doing, bud? Can you just relax? What's the matter, bud? And our co-host, Mr. Sprout, is just antsy. He's ready to go. He's ready to play, I think. Here, why don't you just go full arm? There you go, full arm. He's good with the full arm. All right, so we do have Bean Dongo that's coming, I think, and we're supposed to have Miss Macy Buds on tonight. Not hearing anything from either one of them yet. Oh, there's Macy in the comments. Macy, I sent you the link. She might not be fully at home yet. I told her she has a good 5 or 10 minutes when we first start. So anyway, we're back to the 8 o'clock Central Time. People in the Boxes. We got 1 minute until the 7:10. I guess we could celebrate that real quick while we're hanging out. But yeah, tonight we're talking camping. Give us some stories in the comments, guys. Tell us what you have experienced in the world of camping or glamping or not camping. Tell us maybe a story from never being camping. That sounds like an interesting perspective to have. I've been camping. I wouldn't say an abnormal amount of times, but I don't know, maybe a dozen times. How many times do you think you've been camping, Kim?
Oh my God. I grew
Hey,
up
what's up, Ted?
camping. My dad was an outdoorsman, so we were all over the place.
If anybody would like to give the attempt a try to come up on screen, you don't have to be able to play the game in order to give it a try, because I would like more of my Facebook friends. Guys, remember when we had to figure out how StreamYard worked? A lot of it's kind of StreamYard sort of took over the multi-streaming situation, and a whole bunch of people were like, but then you learned how to use it, and then it wasn't so bad, So give it a try while we're live. I'm not going to take a whole lot of time to give like independent help to try to get on. But if you click that link that we put in the chat, you guys are welcome to come up, give it a try, and see if you can get on the screen. We should have a couple more boxes filled, but we can get up to 5 people on screen. Like I said earlier, we do a door prize every episode, and we tie it in to the game that we play. So I'm going to pull that up here just to tantalize the taste buds. Oh yeah, it's 7:10 right now on the Mountain Time. Cheers, everybody. There's Bean right there. Fire in the hole. You say fire in the hole and he shall appear. Fire in the motherfucking hole and he shall appear. Look at that. Right there. Bam. Hey, what's up, cranky old man over on the Rumble? Hey. We're going to try and get Macy on here, hopefully. I think she's supposed to come up. She might be not home quite yet. Macy, I saw her comment earlier. She sent in some stories. Hey, what's up, Margaret? Hi, cheers at highlights. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, if you guys could share it out, share it with a friend or two, or tag a couple of friends would be great. Let's get this rock this house. I'm actually going to push for Rumble tonight. We were at 12 already. Let's try to get to 20 people on the Rumble. That's really where it's at. That's where I'm making a few pennies. So let's let's support the sites that support us. Facebook, I love you guys. That's where more of my followers are, but I hope that some of you will pop over here to Rumble. Anyway, we got Kim in the house. Hey, Kim, what's up? I'm going to get this wheel started while we're
Hey,
chatting.
just living the dream.
Yeah, is it like weird? Does it feel weird? Just kind of like doing your own thing, trying to figure out next steps, you know?
It's stressful,
Right. I
because
mean, I
I
know
don't have
that.
an
Go
because I
ahead.
don't have an income stream coming in. So it's like what little money I have right now is what little money I have right now. I just applied to empty out my retirement fund, so hopefully that will get me through a year if I need it to. I'm applying for disability through the VA and through Social Security, so that's a long haul to
Yeah,
get
that's
that.
a take some time. Cranky,
Yeah.
cranky. Who are you? Let's see.
I'm hoping in the meantime, I'm hoping to get on in somewhere in the cannabis industry here because we have recreational legal, at least right now we do. Who knows with all this crazy political shit going on.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
the world around us nowadays. For some reason, it's part of the cycle. I think it's just the pendulum swinging. We got Bean with us. Bean, thank you for coming, man. What's been up? What's going on? Don't tell us the real details because you know you got to save that for the current events episode. But what else has been up? I got a bunch of things already. I'm holding them back already. Like fuck, what? Can't tell anybody. What's
Not
up?
much, really. Just been working. That's about it.
Oh yeah, doing the powder coating thing.
Yeah, nothing new over here.
You ever think about doing something else? What was the last thing you did before that? Like it wasn't powder coating.
Like painting houses or
Oh, okay.
moving. I worked for moving companies for a while.
You were a mover? Did they shove you into the tiny spots? I'm just kidding.
So I was a
Why would they
bull.
shove them into tiny spots?
Like, movers are supposed to be like 6 foot fucking brick shit houses, I don't know. I'm just kidding. There's
Not
actually
really.
a lot of.
Honestly, the big guys on the moving crew are like they're scared of the big items. Like me and the other skinny guys, like we see a 3,000 pound safe and we're like challenge accepted. These big guys are like, nah, I ain't touching that.
There's also some cool like things that you can use to lift the big heavy stuff now, like those straps and stuff. Pretty cool.
You know the thing about big people is, they aren't necessarily as strong as you think they are. Just because they're big doesn't make them stronger.
Jim
People that are
Yeah.
Strong.
smaller and more compact and that are probably, I don't know, I've never seen Olive Dean or Bean's uh physique, but
I'm
small
6 foot
wiry
170,
people are
so
fucking strong as fuck. Just because you have muscle doesn't mean you're strong.
Jim Strong. I actually saw this commercial for these little just wooden like clamshell things that you clamp around the bar that you work out with in the gym, because evidently, and it kind of makes sense, your grip strength gets used to the super like the easiest type of grip possible around that bar. And if you go trying to grab like, oh, I'm frozen. If you go trying to grab like a wood plank, like that grip strength is like this versus being able to really So this whole thing was like you can put it on any bar and use it. It's almost like you're lifting weights with like a 2x4 or something like that.
But
Anyway,
you're pulling
Have you
up
ever
onto a ledge instead of a bar.
right,
have you ever
just a
watched
flat
Ninja?
ledge. Go ahead, American
Have
Ninja
you ever
Warrior.
watched Ninja Warrior?
Yeah, that's a good one. I love that.
I
Love that
watch
show.
that frequently, and I've watched it for years, probably since it first started. But one of the things that I learned from there, you would get all these different people, you get these gym rats and whatever, and the people initially that were the most successful in competing those courses were like rock climbers. And the reason for that is because if you're a rock climber, man, you fucking are in all kinds of weird positions and you have to have strength in places that most people don't in order to maneuver around and stay gripping on those rocks.
I actually used to
So,
love climbing like that, but man, climbing like the cliff faces and stuff like that, just another level. Yeah, I definitely think
I'm a monkey. I
grip
could do
strength
all that.
is. Go ahead.
I'm a monkey. I could do all that. I
I
love
used to
you're a
climbing.
monkey?
Yeah.
my grip strength.
I like to climb. I wouldn't do like a big hairy climb to climb. Not anymore, especially. I mean, I don't know. Like I'm terrified of unstable heights. So there's certain things that I will not climb anymore, that I will not climb, period. But I will rappel. Like I don't mind rappelling off of crazy ass shit. For some
So
Yeah.
reason it doesn't bother me to rappel, but
The
climbing,
security of the harness and all that.
yeah, the harness and the rope, like it's different. It's weird how that works.
well, you're going down as well. It's probably a lot less work when you're rappelling down. Um, just to bring it back to the topic, though, or at least let's start talking about the topic. Um, camping a lot of times goes along with things like hiking and getting lost in the woods. Where yeah, maybe you're not trying to go climb a tree, but you got to like. There's a lot of places where you're walking in random woods where, oh shit, this is a big hill. I don't want to walk around this. You got to try and climb up it, or let's say in more extreme situations where you do have to climb the tree to fucking find out where the hell you are. That's definitely a possibility. But yeah, I have not. Let's just say, looking at all the stories, this isn't going to give anything away. I haven't ever been anywhere like uh, extreme camping. Have you guys ever been like? I don't know. I always thought it'd be
Primitive,
cool to like
primitive
Rocky
camping.
Mountains. Yeah, like go somewhere like you're out in the Rocky Mountains or something where like you're not at a campsite and you
Yeah.
don't have a power to plug into and
Last
a
year,
shower.
last year, my son wanted to go camping, and like I told him that like sometime throughout the summer we're gonna do it, and then we're getting close to the end of the summer, and I start calling around to campgrounds, and they're all booked up. Like I can't get a spot anywhere. So I'm like, fuck it. You just want to go out into the forest? And he's like, yeah, that's camping, isn't it? I'm like, hell yeah, it is.
You're in somebody's backyard, you don't know it. That's the only problem with like going around random forests. That's why you have to go to like a national park or something like that. Um,
Oh, that's what I mean by forest. It's all national
right.
parks.
Yeah. I
It's
mean, I
all
could
owned
just
by.
walk down to my gully, but I don't think I'm going to find a great spot to camp down in there. I don't know if you have gullies where you live, but where I'm at, it's like hilly. Even though it's Illinois, you wouldn't think it, but I'm next to this river that creates that valley, and so there's all these hills, and within the hills, you got gullies everywhere. So it's not really flat like woods to go walking around in. It's all hills, like just nothing but hilly woods. So you can't just go, you know. I mean, I guess you
Yeah.
could build something, but yeah. There was something else I was going to talk about before the actual game, because right
It
now
was
is a good time. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. Say what you're saying.
I was just going to say right now is a good time for us to bring up all kinds of stuff that we didn't bring up in our stories. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like
There was
glamping.
this place that I went camping up in Pennsylvania. It was kind of like primitive, but it was still a campground, like in the sense that you had to pay to set up somewhere. But it was pretty much a trail up the side of these like 5 waterfalls that all connect to each other into these springs, and like you just pick a spot of woods somewhere off the trail. Like it's not like separate campgrounds with power and all that stuff. Like you just pick a spot in the woods, set up your tent, build a fire, whatever. But like you have to pay just like a regular campground.
Oh, so it's still sort of like a protected grounds, but not,
Yeah, like
but primitive. Yeah, I did
they
that
own
actually.
area around the waterfalls, I guess.
The last time I went camping, now that I think about it, wasn't really at a campsite. It was at a festival, and there was no like amenities or anything. There was a
Damn, I didn't even think of festival camping.
say again, festival. Yeah, festival camping's a whole nother
Damn, I
thing,
didn't
man.
even think of that.
You didn't bring your camping gear. You're lucky if you brought your tent and maybe a blanket. And I know there's one time I didn't even talk about this in my stories. I had like 4 stories, and I had more stories to go, and I was like, we'll just talk about it. But I went camping next to this river, like kind of like right next to this river with friends. We were all drinking and stuff. And it was just like laying on a blanket out on the ground next to the fire. I just remember waking up like, okay, next morning, like I guess that was camping. I don't know.
The
Uh,
coolest spot I ever went camping was up in the Poconos on the top of the mountains in the Poconos.
the
At night,
Poconos.
yeah, at night it gets pitch black, and like the amount of stars and like shooting stars and all that shit that you see in the night sky at the top of that mountain was fucking amazing.
Oh, that's one thing about camping. Yeah, you really get that. But then you also get like the effect of lightning bugs. If you have lightning bugs in your area, that's pretty crazy too when you're out in the woods. Like, holy shit. And then of
That's
course
something I haven't
mosquitoes.
seen since I was a kid.
Somebody said lightning bugs are kind of going away or getting extinct or
But
something
yeah,
like that.
we destroy their environment.
I
Yep.
love
Like
walking the river,
doing
fishing, and
what?
just sorry, I just read this comment.
Raking your leaves and mowing your grass every week and like spraying all these chemicals around and all that stuff. Like you're destroying the natural environment for them. Like they lay their eggs on the backs of like the dewy dry leaves on the ground and shit. You rake them all up and they got nowhere to go. Like so they're gonna go look for it somewhere else.
That's one of those things, man. I actually, and this kind of off topic, but I saw this video about leaving the leaves. You know, there's a bunch of reasons you want to leave them alone, but there's also that's a double-edged sword because there's also a lot of reasons that leaving a bunch of debris in your yard will attract like mice and other things that can hide in that shit that you don't want. But yeah, but there's a lot of little organisms that live in those leaves, and so I actually don't rake mine anymore. I might have to mow one more time, in which case I might mow some of the leaves, but not on purpose. Anyway, Macy, if you're listening, we have to wait for you to come up before we start the game. She's putting groceries away, she said. So I want to make sure I give you enough time, but I also want
Yeah,
you
hurry the hell up. I mean,
to, yeah, like just a little, like a 30% nudge, if we could. I've also not had her up on the studio before. I think she said she's going to use the laptop tonight. So see if we can get on here. Guys, we have room too. If anybody wants to play the game on the screen, uh, you need to let us know. Try to hit me up, a few days before, or even right now or anytime. Tell me, and we'll start a list of anybody that wants to come up and play the game with us because you want to know ahead of time so that you can give us stories and everything.
I thought Chris would be up.
Yeah, I thought he said something about it too, but I think he said he wasn't feeling well. I haven't seen him actually. Let me tag him. Tag some friends, guys. Let's see who else we can get in here. Chris Buddha, Chris Plummer. Hell, let's tag Chris Fisher while we're at it. Any other Chris's? Let's see. Hey, Derek in the house from Australia. I bet it's like every day is like camping. Yeah, my life is one big camping adventure living in the bush in Queensland. I want to go to the city for holidays. Yeah, I could see that. Just a change of pace. Go to the city. You can see all the shops and just like convenience and get overloaded by convenience, and then go back out to the bush and feel relaxed. That's the way to do it, honestly. Feel like people shouldn't live in cities. They should just go to cities to visit and then leave and work. I guess working would be tough. Anyway, that's another topic
Well,
altogether.
I mean, that's the goal, isn't it? Get out of the city and go have a nice house somewhere. Suburbs.
I actually had this thought recently, and it's still sort of forming in my mind. But if we were to have redesigned or never designed, and I get how it naturally happened, like people like shopkeepers and stuff, they everybody sort of
They
gathers
congregate
together,
and
yeah, or
have-
concentrates, right? But imagine if we were designed like with no cities, like there were 0 cities, and everyone had like yard space, and it was all spread out. Because if you drive between towns, there's all this like open space, and if everyone had a plot of land that they could grow a garden, you wouldn't need as much farmland either. Like all this just miles of farmland out between cities.
Yeah, but eventually people would want stuff, and then all the shops would be spread out.
That's when you got, and I'm
Or
talking
you saying
futuristic
like
here.
still,
Amazon is
or you
shipping
could still,
everything
I
with
guess.
drones, and you know,
Well, I guess you could still have the shops all in the same area.
you'd still have little
People just don't
shops,
live
yeah.
in that area. Like
Or you'd have like
people
little
don't live in
neighborhood
the town where
shops.
the shops are.
Right. You'd have like little shopping strips everywhere, like little 5, 6 store shopping strips, rather than a city of of. Anyway, that's another story for another time.
Interesting
It's a
thought.
thought. It's the reverse of the 1 minute city or the 15-minute city idea. It's the reverse. Like everything is 30
Yeah.
minutes away.
Definitely, it would be a lot harder to control the people.
That was my idea, but that's never going to happen. Speaking of never going to happen, Macy, where are you? We're gonna die of old age. No, I'm kidding. I really do want Macy to come up, and I hope she can come up again, because I think she would be a good addition in general to the show. And honestly, if we could get a few more people that are, reoccurring hosts, that we could sort of have a rotational kind of thing, and some of you could take anyway, you get the drift, the GIF, you get the GIF. Kim looks excited. Well, Kim's, she's knee deep in it right now. She's typing away. She's looking at all the analytics behind the scenes for us. She's getting all the all the data. All right, Macy, are you? Maybe I'll send her the link again. Let's see if she sent me a message. All good. All right, so we could talk more about camping. I say that a lot of people would associate fishing with camping. Thomas had a story earlier in the chat about it, and I'm not a fisherman. I remember as a kid we'd go camping, and some of the older boys and the adults would go fishing. I feel like there's a lot more efficient ways to catch fish. Like, for one thing, having a stock pond, where you can just like net, you can just like let them build up, and
Yeah,
propagate.
but it's the sport of it, I guess, right?
I guess, and I have caught a fish. I've caught fish. I went fishing with my dad, a bunch of times as a kid, but it was just never like you're just standing there all day. Like, that doesn't feel like a sport to me. You know what I mean? You're just
Yeah, I
waiting
was
for
talking to Ty
hours.
about it the one day. They said that they were doing a fishing competition. I'm like, I don't know why. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Everybody's throwing their fucking line in with the same bait or whatever.
In the same
like,
area.
Yeah, like how do you compete on which fish bites on which line? Like, you're better because this fish bit on your hook instead of the one right next to yours. Like,
Right, like it was your line, your hook was the closest one, so you win, I
Yeah.
guess.
I
Yeah,
don't
that is
get
kind of.
it.
I guess the difficulty comes in like actually reeling it in because you get a lot of fish that can just break your line and get away. I
Yeah,
guess.
I don't know
That's the
anything
thing.
about fishing, so it just didn't make
You
it.
never have you never been fishing?
I've I've been fishing
You weren't the
tons of
one doing
times.
the work, right?
I never fished. Like I've been out with people fishing. I hook the line. I'll help them get the fish off the hook and shit. I'll stoke the fire. But I didn't really care for like standing there watching the line and like
That's
fishing.
what
Like
that's how I feel.
I remember my first fish I caught. My dad was a big time fisherman, and so was his dad. His dad would go to Florida. He had a place in Florida, and he would leave the ranch and he would go to Florida to fish. But anyway, I remember the first time I fished myself. I was probably about 5 years old, maybe 4 or 5, somewhere around in there. And this fish kept like hitting my line, and I would reel in because the fish hit my line, and I thought I had a fish. And so my dad would we were fishing offshore, and my dad would cast it back out for me. So he tells me, "This is the last time I'm going to throw it back out." He said, "If you don't have a fish on the line, the next time you reel it in," he says, "I'm not throwing it out again." So I sat there and I waited until that I knew that that fish was on the line. And then I started reeling it in, and he says, "Remember what I told you?" And I says, "It's on there, Dad." And I got tired of reeling because we were fishing for rainbow trout, and Rainbow put up a fight. And I got tired of reeling because I was little and I had a pretty good sized fish on there. And I finally just like ran up the bank and dragged it in.
That's the way to go. If you can't reel it in.
Yep.
I have a horrific story about maybe we should do fishing as a topic. I don't know. But this like I got stung on the shoulder by a catfish, and ever since then I'm like, why would you fuck with catfish? Like they're not the best tasting fish. Like they're not bad sometimes. Like catfish like bites are okay. They're deep fried and
But
well you lit up. So what, you love some catfish, huh?
here,
Yeah.
catfish is like a delicacy to the southern.
Really? Because they have too many ocean fish.
No, they have too many catfish too. Just
Oh,
they'd
it's just
rather the catfish over the or
walleye or whatever.
I don't know what fish or what. I don't even see them.
Kayla says, "I love fishing. Montana is badass for fishing, though." Yeah, I could imagine Montana being crazy for like camping in general. Kayla, do you go camping ever, or is that just what you call outside or the backyard? That's the backyard for me, baby. So I got an update. Macy said the phone won't let me up. Charging laptop should be good in a few. Um,
Tell
I
her
just told her about the
when she
dots.
opens it, yeah.
I just told her about that, so maybe that will.
As long as she has a studio downloaded, it should connect her right into it.
Hmm. Hmm. We'll see what she says. Yeah, I'm always camping, right? You're like that. I literally live in a tent. When was the last time you went camping?
2 or 3 months ago.
Oh wow. Me, it's been like a year, a little more than a
Bro,
year. Kim,
Oh, it's been a long time since I've been camping.
what
semi
being?
camping trip, semi not camping trip story. Uh, I I was planning to do more camping, so this past summer I got a bunch of camping stuff off of Amazon. Like I ordered like tent, like sleeping bag, all this different stuff, and every single package that I ordered got delivered to this other person's house. I'd go over there and knock on the door. Nobody, like, I could hear them inside. Nobody'd answer and stuff. So I'd end up having Amazon. They'd resend me my stuff. So I ended up getting all this camping stuff, and like Amazon tells you, like, go look around your neighborhood and see if you can find it. I'm like, I ain't going to look around my neighborhood. What are you talking about? And then
Just go knocking on doors.
But after I got all my stuff, I was thinking like, I think I'm gonna go look around my neighborhood for this dude. Not really because I want my packages back, but now I want to go on a camping trip. Like he got all this cool stuff. Like, we could have a nice camping trip here.
Right. So you got like doubled it up. Red Six, come up for a little bit, man. You don't got to stay all night, but come up and talk to us for a bit. We're waiting on Macy before we can actually play the game. I don't want to play it without her.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense if it was her story.
And I do want to keep track of the score this time. She's charging the laptop, so if you can leave it plugged in while it's charging, it should be all right. Anybody else can come up too. You don't have to have stories of camping, but you can get in the conversation. We got 2 spots open. Might as well. Got the link pinned on Facebook. Yeah. Let's see some stories in the comments. Anybody else? When's the last time you went camping? Tell me what's your favorite thing about camping. One thing that I'd never think about with camping is like how cold it's going to be in the mornings. You got that dew on the tent, and everything is just a little chill in the mornings. Some people get like heaters and shit. Start a fire.
Eventually, last month was the last time I went camping, but I went up to Pennsylvania to deliver a car and planned a camping trip while I was up there. And I don't know why I dressed for Florida and packed for Florida, but like I didn't have a warm sleeping bag. I didn't have warm, like I had shorts and t-shirts. It was fucking freezing at night.
Flip flops and.
I was laying the first night. I laid there, just shivered my ass off for like the whole night. Ended up having to leave and go to Walmart and grab some sleeping bags and stuff.
She is.
Yeah, it was terrible.
All right, that should be as soon as she
You
comes.
muted yourself.
I did?
Being muted.
Me?
Yeah.
He's not muted to me.
Am I muted?
Well, he's over there talking and nothing's coming out of his mouth. No words are coming out.
I hear him. You can't hear him? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I hear Macy too.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
You on a laptop in the car?
What me?
Are you on a laptop? Or did you get the phone to work? Did the 3 dots help?
Yes.
That's the
I
one.
gotta be smarter than what I'm working with, guys.
No, that's all Bean Dongo. He figured this out because from my end I don't get to see these things, and so he figured it out. So awesome.
Beanie weenie.
Yeah. Shouts out to Fire in the Hole. Cheers.
Gotta go rolling. It's pouring rain here right now.
So we got a new player / visitor, a guest with us tonight, Macy Buds.
Hi.
She's new to the Rumble, so all 12 Rumblers, I want to see. Do you have a hashtag you do or no?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't really have a hashtag. I just kind of say hashtags, and that's probably not appropriate.
Well, not that you need to, but if you decide on a hashtag and then concentrate and like get people to use it a lot, supposedly, if it's used so many times, it then like gets amplified in the algorithm. I don't know. That's another story altogether.
On my reels or stories or whatever, I usually use the Ladies of Coffee Time all the way written out. Just all
hashtag
one
Ladies of Coffee Time.
The Ladies of Coffee Time.
Oh, yeah, okay. Let's see it on Rumble. Any Rumblers in the house? If you want to see if we can do the whole thing. So, but how are you? You've been pretty busy all day. Thank you for gracing us with some time. The Ladies of Coffee Time. Now, speaking of, you guys have a camp out every year. I didn't get to go to it this year, so we'll probably get into that a little bit while we're talking about things. But yeah, we can definitely promote it and stuff while we're talking as well once we get to that point. But I like to maybe get to it next year. I like camping. I just don't get a chance to make the time, And actually, you know what? Whether you guys like it or not, anybody that comes on screen gets a spot, another spot as well. Okay. All right, let's get into the game. Macy, I appreciate you getting up here, but we had to wait for you to start the game.
Sorry, my apologies, guys.
Not a problem. Your first excursion. You learned something tonight. Bean loves that I'm not bitching. I'm just saying, like, we're going to start the game now so that you know that we're not like jumping halfway in or whatever.
Okay.
Don't make me look like the bad guy here, okay? Okay. All right. If you're listening in the comments and you want to play this game, Story Boxes, in which we show you different stories of the topic, and then you as the audience member and us all four of us on screen get to guess as to whose story we think that belongs to, who the author was, and we get a point. On screen, we're gonna go with points. I'm gonna write it down this time and actually keep track of the score. But everybody in the audience will get an extra spot on this wheel for the door prize. And as we get this game more popular, I'm probably gonna do something different with the door prize. We're gonna have to get something bigger or something more fun. Because if you're not a member of my Indoor Farmer community, the door prize is a game night ticket, which is pretty awesome by itself. But I feel like, maybe like a swag pack or something. We'll try to move to that eventually. Okay, so we're gonna, without further ado, we're gonna start with story number 1, and we get some time to kind of decide on screen and kind of talk about it and see who we think it belongs to. And then we have Miss JB, Miss Jessica Bingham in the chat over there on Rumble, who's going to be our story keeper and unveil the stories for us. Okay, here we go. First story number 1. While camping, I was tripping on mushrooms and flipped over the fire pit like a rag doll, and not one injury, just laughter. Just laughter. Okay, right away, this could be at least 3 of us. Kim, have you ever tripped on mushrooms?
I don't know. Have I?
Oh, so
Sounds
Kim's
like
playing the game already. Good.
So we've
Sounds
all
like
been there,
somebody was
haven't we?
tripping on more than just mushrooms.
I have to believe she was. Well, maybe if you're flipping, over the fire, just like fucking Luke Skywalker training with Yoda, just like doing flips and shit. Hey, Froghopper, how are you, brother? Busy day, damn it. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming in. You can hear us now. Couldn't hear us on the Facebook, I guess. Hey, Rose Thorne, come over and find us on Rumble, guys. Where we were at 14. My goal tonight, just a random goal, is to get to 20 people on Rumble. Would be cool if we could do that. But anyway, story number 1. I'm thinking, I mean, this could be me. I'm pretty agile. They tell me, I don't know.
You would try to jump the fire too.
I did take mushrooms, not the last time I went camping, but the time before that. I think Macy was there. I didn't jump over any fires though that night, so she can vouch for me on this story. But at the same time, maybe it could have been another camp trip that camping trip. It brings a new meaning to the term. So Kim is being pretty quiet. I could see Kim flipping over the fire.
I can see me flipping over the fire without being under the influence of anything but my own stupidity.
I just, I want to see this happen. Like, I want to know what flipping means, because was it like cool? Was it like a badass flip, like ninja flip over the fire, or was it like a cartwheel? I bet it was more of a cartwheel.
That was. I would like to see that.
What was it, Bean? How did you flip over the fire?
More of a Superman dive.
Ah, like a tuck and roll. Got it.
Went for points.
All right, so guys in the comments, you want to start guessing already? Guess now because we're all gonna put in our answers here soon. Who do you think it belongs to? Hey, Lisa May in the house. Rose says me. Nicole, hey, hello, good Nicole in the house. Nicole and Rose, let me put you both on this wheel while we're chit chatting here. I could see this being Bean, but at the same time, he seems like he camps quite a bit.
I don't even play sports.
But like you camp with your son and stuff. I don't see this being you.
Maybe it was pre-Sun.
Capri Sun? They might have had some Capri Suns at the time, but
that's why I did it.
Because you were like, remember the commercial? Like you turned into like silver, like liquid, and just fucking melted over the fire. Yes, I could see that. Yeah. Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
I bet you Capri Sun, you won't jump over that fire.
Show me the Capri Sun first. Okay. I'm guessing. I think it was Macy. Honestly.
Yeah, I do too.
You're being quiet, but it's also that it's your first time on too, so it's not necessarily a tell per se.
I'm not trying to cut anybody off, really. I'm just letting y'all talk. I'll get in where I fit.
I see. That's her poker. She's playing the game too. You can tell us what happened.
I'm trying to figure out who it is. So you guys go ahead, Waylon.
Well, you got to participate in this. We need you to tell us about the last time you tripped mushrooms at the camp out.
I've tripped mushrooms at a camp out.
Thomas says me. Leslie says me. Why is everyone saying me? We got 1, 2, 3 me's.
I think it was Kim.
Amy, hello.
I'm a skip tripper though.
Kim's being pretty quiet too.
Yep.
Would you ever trip in camp, Kim? Do camping?
I've tripped all over all kinds of shit.
Okay.
I'm an equal opportunity tripper.
What's she saying too? I'm a tripper.
I stay away from stairs because I trip up them and I trip down them.
So is that your final answer, Elisa? Elisa says kind of sounds like a Bean camping trip. I don't know. I don't see Kim doing this, honestly. I could see you falling over the fire, but with no injuries? I don't know. Not one injury, it says. Just laughter.
That sounds like a Bean.
He is, yeah, Bean is cheesing a little bit on this one. Flip-flop Waylon. Oh, wow. It's a hard choice. Bean or Macy? Bean or Macy?
How the freaking flip over a fire? Trip over a fire.
Well, we're gonna hear about it in just a moment. So you guys get your guesses in right now. We've got 30 people in the house. We want to see more guesses than 5 or 3 people. Kayla says Bean.
You know what that reminds me of? There's this picture that I've seen somewhere, like a painting, because I've taught so much history. There's a painting out there of these, I don't know what the fuck they are, some dudes in these weird ass costumes like dancing around a fire.
Those are Native Americans, Kim. Okay.
No, they weren't Native Americans. It was somewhere in Europe. It was an old
Kim's deflecting.
Painting.
Deflecting. Trying to make us think of something else. An old painting? What, Kim? We're talking about mushrooms and camping.
I know, but just tripping over a campfire, that's what reminded me of.
I still don't think it was Kim. I still
can't. Doing out there, dancing around the fire and tripping and.
I could see maybe Kim was like, dancing around the fire with a bunch of girlfriends, burning bras and stuff, or whatever.
Bras are too expensive to burn.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go with Bean. I guess I don't want to make. I don't want to go with the too obvious of an answer because that could be the trick. That's the tricky part. So I'm gonna go with Bean. Final answer. Elisa May, what was your final answer? Okay, Nicole says Bean. Okay. I'm pretty sure Elisa says Bean. Okay, we got Rose says me. Leslie says me. No one else says Macy. Macy's a little thing. She could easily trip over the fire and just be like fine. Go
Just
flying.
because
I think it's Macy,
I look
but I
like a
feel like
rag doll doesn't mean
deflecting.
it's. I mean, I'm just saying.
What, Bean?
But I feel like it's Macy, but I feel like Tim's deflecting, so I go went with Tim.
Oh, okay. He might be the one that cleans up on this one. And Macy, yeah, I mean, I didn't say ragdoll necessarily, but you're light enough that you could just, jump over by accident.
At least it said Bean.
Who did? Elisa.
At
Okay.
least
Okay.
Doing the
right.
stop, drop, and roll.
Right. No injuries, but my clothes came burning off. Ooh, my biscuits are burning. All right, JB. JB, that's about all the guesses we're gonna have. Reveal us who the first story belongs to, and I'll even give you the drum roll. Plus the 30-second delay. Wow, 16 people on the Rumble. We're almost to our goal at 20. Let's get to 20 people on Rumble. If you could do the reshare inside a Rumble. It was Macy. Oh, I was so close to saying Macy.
I told you,
close. Wait. Who did you guess?
Macy.
Did you? Actually, I forgot.
Yes.
I forgot to get your guess. Macy, who did you get? I didn't get your guess either. What am I doing?
I didn't give myself up, but I said Bean.
Okay. Well, nobody guessed Macy, so no one gets any points that there. And
I guessed Macy.
Oh, you did. Yeah, my bad. But also I was wondering, like, do we play it with Story Wars rules? Because, guys, this game kind of is inspired by Story Wars. Shouts out to the Story Warriors. Double points. But do we give Macy any points for fooling two of us? You know what I mean? Like, you guys all haven't seen the show, so what they do is they give you get I think it's you get 1 point for every person you fool, and you get 2 points for any correct answers. So Kim would have 2 points, and Macy would have 2 points. We'll play it that way for now. If I figure out that I want to change it, we'll fucking change it next time. Okay, so Kim with 2 points, Macy with 2 points, fooling two of us. Awesome. Okay, and then we want to. Nobody gets added to the wheel this time. Awesome. Okay, cool. So next story number 2. I went camping in the forest at least 50 miles from civilization. A crackhead approached my campsite asking if I needed dust. Right away, I'm thinking Kim. Right away.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Bean did say he's camped off like in primitive campsites, but 50 miles from civilization, that sounds like Kim's backyard in the desert. She just walks out in one direction. There's no one living out on the
walk
sandy.
out your back door and start walking.
Yep, just. I don't think Macy would be 50 miles from civilization. Like, she's got to be close.
Well, you didn't think she was the one that tripped over a campfire.
Campfire could be out back. I mean, that don't have to be 50 miles from civilization. Although this could be Macy's story, you guys, because we do have the stories randomized. Like, I don't know, and I accidentally skipped around a little bit when I was adding them in. So I might have actually unshuffled them by accident because she shuffled them to give them to me. Anyway, behind the scenes. Shroomy girl, Leslie says. It was Macy. Okay, JB says. Oh no, that was the last one. Yeah.
I think it was Bean.
Okay. Bean.
I mean, nah,
No, I don't think. I think it was Waylon.
that sounds like a Bean thing.
Thomas says Bean. Bean says it sounds like you can't get points for guessing yourself.
$60 is $60.
Hey, I mean, I tell you what, we might be able to make 60 cents if we get up to 20 people here on the Rumble. Let's go. Actually, I have an offer for 72 cents right now, crypto.com. We could read that anytime. Oh, and another offer for NFL tune-in season for 72 cents. Oh, man. Let's save it up. Let's try to get to $1. That's how we'll do it. Instead of number of people, let's try to get to $1. Everyone's like, "What? What are you talking about? Like, what do I have to do for that?" Okay, so we got one guess. We got two guesses, a three. So Rose says Kim. Froghopper says Bean. Thomas says Bean. I don't know. I think Macy kind of gave it away earlier. Weren't you like nodding your head when I was reading the last?
I was
feel like
laughing.
Oh, okay. I
funny.
thought maybe
Yeah.
you.
You said it was a camping story and somebody was coming up wanting dust. I was just thinking about kicking dust out in the air. Like, I
What
didn't know
kind of
what-
dust? What kind of dust are we talking here? Angel dust? Is that what this means? Dust?
right?
Is that something they used to say?
Well, when it said dust, that was where my mind went, was angel dust.
I didn't say anything. So angel dust. Yeah, it reminds me of that movie with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy, where they traded places. And he gets
Trading places.
yeah. They plant angel dust on Dan Aykroyd. Yeah, they trade places. Yes, I think it is trading places.
I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah, he gets out of prison. He gets out of jail, and he's wearing like a pimp coat, and he's like, PCP, angel dust. Like that's the only time I ever saw anything about angel dust. That's what I assume. That's what the dust means. So crackhead. I mean, so the person must have been all squirrely. 50 miles from civilization, though. That's what throws me off because.
That's why I think it's you.
Okay. Well, you did say me, so we got one guess on screen. Well, Bean said, "Did you guess Hardy?"
Yeah, I think it was Macy.
Okay. I'm gonna say, oh man, Macy 2 times in a row is possible.
Yeah, because your last campsite was like not a campsite. That was like off the grid, right? Kind of. It didn't look like.
It's all the same place.
Was it at like a campground?
I've been to that campground. It's a regular campground. Yeah,
it looked like it was like out in the woods somewhere.
Well, they get a good spot like at one end of the street or whatever where they can have a lot of people.
We have a whole peninsula all to ourselves. We have a whole area.
Elisa says me. Okay. Thomas says Bean. Leslie says Shroomy girl. He was talking about the last story. Kayla says me. Wow, a lot of me's here. Faye South, it's Bean for sure. Oh, hey Faye, let me throw you on the wheel here. You think it's Bean? Okay. Was Jenna in here?
That is Jenna.
What's up, Jenna? Oh, I see. Yeah, I get it.
Do they have forests in Illinois?
No, we don't.
I wouldn't call them
forests.
I wouldn't call them forests, and
we don't have any trees.
Of course,
it's mostly corn around here. It's trees that are around houses or lakes or ponds.
No, Macy, we don't have any trees in Illinois.
Well, I was just wondering because, like,
The
there's
laptop, as
certain
far as the
areas
eye can
that are
see.
still that were. It's been a long time since I've been to Illinois, but there were some places that I went when I was a kid. Like, I want to say somewhere around Starved Rock or over wherever that is, over
I've
in that
never been
area.
there. It's not
Mhm.
far from me, but I've never
I
been to
love
it.
that place. It's beautiful.
I think it's like an hour away, but still, like, yeah, I need to try it out.
Got
Check it out sometime.
waterfall. Yeah.
A lot of good. Well, there's a lot of good camping spaces at places in Illinois. You got like the Yellowstone and different stuff. Yellowstone is like almost glamping. You know, you go up to the rec center and you go to the pool. It's like, but yet you still get to, or you could stay in a cabin even. Oh yeah, I did camp in a cabin a couple times. Anyway, so I'm gonna say Macy, even though it was just Macy. Bean said Macy. Macy said me. Kim, who do you say?
I said Bean.
Okay. JB, all our answers are in. Review. We got a lot of guesses for me. You guys are all just way off. It probably was Bean, actually. I don't know. I picked Macy, but playing the numbers is not smart because, like I said, I mixed them up, and this could easily be either one of you. It wasn't me.
You're lying.
Our answers are in at this point. It was Bean. Motherfucking
Oh,
Bean. JB says it was Bean. Oh, you know what? We didn't do Bean before. If you could hold that for a minute, Macy. We didn't do the follow through. So let me pull up your story one more time. This was Macy's story, her first story, and we didn't get to hear about this because that's fucking nuts. I don't know why I didn't stop to hear about this. While camping, I was tripping on mushrooms and flipped over the fire pit like a rag doll, and not one injury, just laughter. So, what's that all about?
yeah. We was camping at our regular spot, and I think it was our first camp out, and I was gathering stuff up to go to one of the other campsites up a little ways. And while I was walking, somebody unzipped their tent, and I turned my head. The fire pit was not lit, so I did not see it in front of me, and I just completely flipped over it. I still have I didn't get injured, but I have a permadent in my leg from it, but I never got hurt. Was never in pain. It didn't
Let me
break
ask you:
blood.
did you try doing this?
Nothing worked. I tried to
Pop
massage
it
them
back out.
back together. I've tried to
It
no, it's
seriously
not.
just made a dent. Was it like maybe a dent in your bone?
No, it probably should have broke my leg, I would imagine the way I hit, but nothing. I could walk, I could do everything even though everybody took everything out of my hands and wouldn't let me carry nothing up there.
They're like, nah, not anymore. Was the fire
No,
lit?
no. There was no fire.
Okay. Maybe
It was
I
dark.
typed it
I couldn't
wrong.
see. It was dark and I couldn't see.
I see. That makes more sense. I thought there was like a lit fire pit, and
Nope,
you
it was
somehow
just
jumped over the fire or flipped over. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
Interesting.
thought. I thought it was a lit fire.
That
Yeah,
is a
no.
weird.
Anyway,
Yeah. Well, the way it was typed out, maybe I misunderstood, but that is still pretty weird though that you got this dent in your leg, but no actual injury. You weren't sore the next day. No,
nope,
nothing.
nothing.
So how did you
Nothing.
flip? Like, what are we talking
this
about?
whole
I
story was
literally flipped like
wasn't
2 or 3 times in the air and landed on my leg.
it?
What?
Yeah, Helene's seen it all, and she tried to yell for people, but she was so busy laughing that she couldn't even yell. Like, she was whispering the whole time, and the teenagers were all in their tent by themselves while all the adults were headed up to the other spot, and they were literally maybe 8 feet away from me, and they could not hear her yelling because she was laughing, and it was a whisper. So I was laughing, and I guess I was moving so much that she thought I was having a seizure and was really trying to get loud and couldn't. And then finally she peeped something out enough for the teenagers to come out, and they just kind of picked me up, and 2 of them came up on each side, picked me up, and I stood up, and I was still laughing, but there was no injury.
Wait, so we'll back up a sec. So you think you did multiple rotations,
I know I did. I know I did.
and this was like a front flip, like a ball?
At least 2 of them, yes, I tripped, and it was at least 2 of them before I
You were in
fell.
like another wavelength with the mushrooms, and you were just like swimming in midair. That's intense. Okay, okay.
Colleen told me it was at least two spins. It might have been
I-
2.5. She wasn't sure.
I could see it. I mean, because you were surprised too. So like that adrenaline, like it was kind of like lift
I
a
didn't
car,
even try.
lift a car off my baby mom strength or something. But it was like that adrenaline, instant, interesting. Wow. Okay, story number 2 was Bean, and I don't remember everyone's guesses now. So he fooled me. Who else? So you picked Macy. Did you pick Bean?
I picked
And
you.
you picked me. That's right. And Kim, who did you say?
I said Bean.
Okay, so Kim gets a point, or no, was it 2 points for right answer, and Bean gets a point from me and Macy. So that's 2 and 2, and Kim has 4 points now. Oh snap!
Yeah, I thought I gave myself away with this one when I started talking about camping in the forest. Right when forest came out of my mouth while we were talking about it at the beginning, I'm like, fuck.
Forrest Gump. No, but like I thought about that, but then I thought, well, we weren't talking 50 miles away from civilization. You know, you were saying in a camp zone, but but like primitive is all you were
No,
saying.
when I went camping down here in the Ocala National Forest, I just went out and found a spot in the forest. I drove on this sand trail for a good 20 miles before we got out and started hiking out this long trail, and then we got to this open clearing with this like a huge lake on with like an acre clearing next to it. It was fucking beautiful. It'd be a perfect place for like a meetup or like a festival or something like that. But still hard as shit to get to. But yeah, we're out there camping. It was just me and my son out there camping, and we're charging our phones. Like he's charging his tablet. It's like 11 o'clock at night. We're laying down, and out of nowhere, this like skinny little bleach blonde haired like crackhead dude comes out. He's like, "Hey, you need any dust?" I'm like, "Yo." I grab my piece. I'm sitting here with an 8-year-old child. What makes you think I need some dust? He's like, you sure? And I'm like, no, I'm good. He's like, you just camping? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you need some water or anything? No,
Not from you.
Are you like a neighborhood fucking like? Yeah, I was like, I thought I was far away from another human being. Like,
Rose, you said you found us on Rumble, but the last one was from July. That's probably a different channel. I just linked the live stream directly in the Facebook chat right now. And I want to say shouts out to James Pocock. Thank you, bro. You sent me like $2 in stars. We need to get you over on Locals for those same $2, and you'd be winning hundreds of dollars of prizes a month or even a week sometimes. So think about it, man. You've been around long enough. Definitely be worth it. Appreciate all the stars, though. Thank you. It really helps. Any tips, you guys help a lot for shipping and stuff like that. I should have known. Like Elisa says, "Oh damn, I should have known. I remember that story." She knew the story. So right now we've got Kim with 4 points, Macy with 2, Bean with 2, and me with 0. What is going on today? I'm usually pretty good about this. All right. Story number 3. Here we go. Went camping with friends, woke up to find a pissing tree, and there were 2 bears fucking 100 foot from my tent.
pissing tree.
Bean.
You
I
imagine
mean,
that shit?
hard to pass that up when it comes right after the 50 feet or 50 miles away from civilization. Bears fucking. That's what happens 50 miles
Yeah.
away from civilization. Okay.
Well, apparently bears do more than shit in the woods.
If a bear's if how's it go, like, I know that's about the tree. What's the shit in the woods phrase? It's like, if a bear shits in the woods and no one's around to see it, is it real? I'm
No.
mixing two things together there somehow. If two bears are fucking in the woods but no one's around to see it, I don't know. So that's interesting. Yeah, I can't really, I can't. What do you call it? I can't pretend on this one. I'm pretty sure it was Bean after the last story. What do you think, Macy?
I'm trying to
You ever?
remember if I caught him talking about these kind of stories, but some of the things they talk about on
Oh,
their live, can't remember if they were
Lisa
talking
says
about.
Kim. I don't know. Kim, do you
I
got? Go ahead, Mace.
I was thinking Kim.
Kim, do you got bears down there?
Probably.
I don't know.
There's
Maybe,
bears
maybe
everywhere,
not.
ain't there?
In the desert
I know
though,
we got
desert bears.
rattlesnakes. Huh?
I don't think there's bears in the desert, honestly.
Yeah, but if you went camping, you don't have to be like at home. Like, would you stay around your area?
You
You
kind of
like went
leave to go
primitive
camping,
camping?
don't you?
Yeah, I guess you would. You don't just like scoop up sand and make a sandcastle to stay in for the night.
Yeah, so it could be anyone, anywhere.
She has like 3 trees in the surrounding area. She can make a shelter. That's it.
Put up
Yeah,
a
like, I don't
hammock.
think we have many bears down here, but I've been camping up in like the mountains in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I imagine bears in the Pennsylvanias. Now, there are probably bears in Illinois too. So we got 2 votes for Kim. Oh, Lila Rose. Hey, what's up, girly? Appreciate you coming in. Let's put you on the wheel. An additional time for being on the Rumble. Um, so one guess per person, by the way, and anybody that's jumping from one spot to the next, just one guess. Dominic said, "What's in the
He
woods
always has
stays."
weird ass stories, though. Like,
What happens in the woods stays in the woods. Yeah, you wake
yeah,
up to
it doesn't
grunting.
necessarily happen in the woods. Like, he has all this random shit that he gets exposed to. It's like, damn, dude.
Yeah, I have a fun life.
I think JB. I think it
Apparently.
means so. Okay, we can pretty much narrow it down to a man by looking for a pissing tree. I don't think women care about whether there's a tree or not nearby. They're just looking for a bush or some sort of cover, some kind of shrubbery.
Wouldn't you put your back on a tree and go out and go for it?
Oh,
Wait, what?
touche.
I don't know how
Women.
it works. I don't
Well,
got
that
that
would hurt
far,
though,
but
kind
wouldn't
of.
you put your like back on a tree and like squat down a little bit?
Ow.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a
Mason's
little
agreeing, and
abrasive. Sure, let's be like the bear and rub that tree and let's leave our.
I don't think he. I think he said your back, not your butt. You're not wiping your butt
yeah,
on the
like
tree.
yeah, like not to
Ooh.
wipe.
That's
Find a
nasty.
good ridge of bark there and just.
You just kind of
Could
squat
you
by it, and then just in case you go to lean back, you got something to lean back on.
Yeah,
I get
Could
what
you
you're
imagine wiping your ass on the tree? Oh my God, you
saying.
I saw this thing
fucking
about
come
how
back
like
with hemorrhoids or something.
nobles used to wipe their ass with a hemp rope that was hanging down next to the toilet, and they would grab that same rope and they would literally all use that same rope. They weren't replacing the rope either.
Gross.
They take the
That's
rope and they just run the rope
disgusting.
up through their legs. They a hemp rope.
Gross. That's
I
fucking
mean,
disgusting.
yeah, I'm not even gonna keep talking about it. Never mind.
You know what I'm talking about? The nobles.
Yeah, but there's even worse that still
Oh
happens.
yeah. I guess you're right with hands and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, well, hell, we're talking in the woods. Like, there's a lot of apparatus to help you use the bathroom in the woods. Have you seen that thing that you strap to a tree and that you can just lean back and, you know, do your business like you're sitting down, but it's just you're leaning against a strap thingy? Anyway, it's another. I have to pull it up later.
Sounds like you
What
know a lot
happens if
about
you
going
don't have
to the
any trees
bathroom.
around?
I do, Bean. What, Kim?
What happens if you don't have any trees around?
Then you're probably not camping. I don't know. Not a
Probably
lot of
should dig a
camping.
hole,
Yeah, where
maybe.
you at? Where you camping?
Haven't you watched westerns? They were always
You dig
camping out in the middle of
dig a
nowhere.
hole and bury it.
All right, touche. Cowboys, you know, out on the prairie would just sleep on the damn, you know, anywhere, I guess. Wipe their ass with corn cobs. Yeah, that's right, Diane. Hey, Diane. Let me pull you up on the.
Dude, did you know? Ooh, we went to this when I was like in high school. We went to this like museum, like a old Western museum or something like that. And they had saddles, and the saddles had like this hole up by where your crotch sits, and it was because the men would pee while they were in the saddle. They'd pee on the back of the horse. I was like,
Whoa.
ew.
That poor
Oh,
horse.
Warm
Right?
it up.
Disgusting.
I think Froghopper's got a point.
Hey, little Pecker, what's up, man?
A man's not picky about a tree. We're just gonna get up and go piss anywhere.
Yeah, but maybe you wanted to be blocked off by. Girls can't piss on trees. Not on trees, Jenna, but like using the tree.
It was
Macy,
just
she knows all the pissing trees.
it
Okay,
was
Joe.
just called a pissing tree. Because that's
Huh?
where everybody goes to go pee at,
Okay. So,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I do a circle around my tent so everybody knows.
So no deer come anywhere close. Keep the deer away.
It's for
All
the
right.
other things.
All right, let's get some solid guesses. Anybody think it wasn't Bean?
I think
Kim?
it was Bean. Bean's the one with all the weird stories.
I mean,
I
this
know.
is a beautiful story. I mean, it's like nature right there in your face, you know?
Yeah, but how many people can say that they've walked out to a couple of bears making
Now look,
baby bears?
we might be taking this literal. This could be along the lines of that crackhead. There could be two dudes, kind of hairy guys, just going to town out in the woods. You know, they could be just
Oh my
showing
God.
love in nature. All
Couple
right,
of Sasquatch.
so Kim, who did you say?
I said Bean.
Okay, and Macy.
I'm
It was Macy. No, I'm kidding. I said Bean already.
gonna
Who do you
say
think?
B. I'm
Okay,
gonna say
Bean. Bean. Bean's like I'm being ganged
Bean.
up on. Who is it? Who do you
I
think?
thought it was Kim.
He's like, who should I guess? It's me.
I think alright, I gotta go with the obvious. It's Waylon.
Guys don't care if a tree's nobody has pissed on yet. Yeah, I mean we're not looking for a special tree, that's for sure. Okay, JB, all the guesses are in. Let's throw you a little drum roll. Bean Dongo. No, I'm kidding. Waiting. Let's see. Does anyone else guess Bean in the comments? No. Kim. This could be Kim. Kim might have seen some bears fucking at some point. It was Kim.
That's my answer. Dang it!
How I read that for like the first minute, I woke up like to discover a pissing tree, like not to find. Like, I'm like, what do you mean you woke up to find a pissing tree? Like,
I thought you were just throwing us off. Okay.
Nah.
I really thought it was you because I'm like, men pee on trees. Like I look for a I look for a big tree to block myself a little bit if there's other people around. You know.
Good deflection, Kim. With
Yep.
the wiping your ass with a tree.
Yeah, you got me good.
I did
son.
not wipe my ass on the tree. I had toilet paper. Thank you.
But did you do? But did you use the tree like Bean said and like lean, like just lean
Like a
up
lean
against
toad.
it?
Hell no. I went and squatted behind the tree and I watched the bears make sure that they were still fucking and not coming after me.
Did you?
But that was after I woke everybody up in our campground and the campgrounds all around us saying, "Oh my God, you guys have to see this. There's two bears out here fucking."
Did you watch till completion?
Well, it was really, really weird because, like, they were doing it kind of semi-doggy style, but they were standing.
Bears are kind of like dogs.
Yeah, but they weren't like bent over like dogs. It was like they were kind of standing. I don't know. It was weird looking. And then they were walking around connected, like they were walking.
Nobody ever talks about a nice big old bear dick. Nobody really ever. Nobody.
Well, I
like,
never
that's
saw
not a-
that. I never
Well, I
saw
know, but
that.
if they're stuck together while
So-
walking around, I mean, it had to be impressive. I mean, like think about that big old bear ass that he's got it. The fur. That's messed up. And now her standing up though, like she's that stable that she don't need to like lean against anything, just walking around on 2 feet. That's insane.
She's like, I'm done.
Just
Walking away, and
are
he's
you
like, no, come here.
come on back. No, wait, you're pulling me with you. Fuck.
So
Wow.
they have state animals, right?
Okay, so where were you? Tell us about it. Yeah.
Well, so our state animal is black bear. But I was in the Air Force stationed at Holloman, which is down in Alamogordo, which is in the desert. And there's mountains that surround us. We have a lot of mountains here. And so we were in the Sacramento Mountains, which are just east of Alamogordo, and up at Silver Lake, which is on the Native American reservation. And so went to bed that night, in the tent, and I crawled out the next morning because I had to pee. And so I'm hopping around trying to get my shoes on because the ground's wet from the dew and all that. And finally got my shoes on and I stretched and I turned around to go look for a tree to pee behind. And so I'm stretched like this and I saw these two bears and I dead froze because there were two bears. Scared the shit out of me. And I stood there looking at them for a minute. And then when I realized what they were doing, I was like, oh, I don't think we're in danger. So that's when I started saying, hey, you guys, wake up. There's a bear out here. There's bears out here and they're fucking. So everybody woke up and watched the show. And then I went and found my tree and squatted behind the tree and watched to make sure that the bears weren't coming after me. And that was that. Once in a lifetime kind of thing. I have roamed the fucking mountains of New Mexico all my life, and I have never seen anything like that before. I've seen plenty of bear scat and stuff. We've had bears raid our camp before, but
Jenna has a good question here, Kim. Do bears make any noise while fucking? Was there any kind of no? Anything?
You know what? I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Did you have a cell phone at this time?
Maybe this was back in 1980.
Could have said pre-cell phone. You didn't have to date yourself.
1988.
Okay. No pictures being taken at that time.
No, I had a camera. I took pictures.
Whoa. So you got a picture of this?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that would have been a whole nother level right there. Okay.
Yeah. But I took pictures. I got them developed. I don't remember what happened to the pictures.
Kim, you fooled me and Macy. Macy, I think I might have pulled you towards being there, but you got to go with your gut instinct.
I know. I should have stayed with it.
So Kim gets 2.
I guessed women.
Oh, you guessed me? Oh shit!
Yeah.
So she actually gets 3 points there.
I thought like a pissing tree. I thought it had to be a dude. I don't know.
I did too.
I
I
was
really did
trying to
too.
like sway people towards the girls, but
I didn't. I underestimate how much some of you are playing this game now that you're getting into it. And Macy, you're starting to see how this goes now. Like we basically, while we're trying to guess the author, you lie your ass off, and then we figure out who it really was.
I
Okay.
thought I the pissing tree pretty well, and I don't even know what it is.
when I heard pissing tree, I'm like, what the fuck?
I've heard of a kissing tree. Oh,
Yeah, because like I don't go look for a tree. I just go walk as far as I can away from the campsite, take a piss. Like,
all right, story number 4, everybody. I've added anyone that guessed Kim on the wheel. Anyone that's commented on the Rumble on the Facebook, I add on the wheel as well. If you want to add on the wheel, come over to Rumble. We got 15. Almost, we're competing. We got almost 35 in the house. Story number 4, everybody. Story number 4. Oh wow, I forgot the apostrophe. I don't like s'mores. Who doesn't like s'mores? That's a classic American treat.
no, they just burn your mouth. Yeah, they're sloppy.
Okay. Okay. You're not into s'mores either. Okay. Well, maybe this is Bean's story. Bean, when's the last time you purposely made a s'more?
The last couple of times I've been camping, like we go to the store to get everything and like look at each other and I'm like, you want to get stuff to make s'mores? I don't need. You're right. Don't need.
Right.
Who's the fucking man?
Elisa made a good made a good point. Bear porn. That sounds like Chris's type of entertainment. Goat fucker. Yeah, Chris isn't feeling well today, but he definitely would have he would have been into the bear porn conversation. So okay, I get that. It's like it's a lot of. Okay, we got one guess. Margaret says me. Got to say Waylon this time. Why? Why are you guys saying Waylon?
I think it's Waylon.
You're gonna tell me I don't like chocolate and fucking
I know it's
marshmallow, and
not with Waylon.
you're going with me too. Why?
Why? Because you're the
Was
indoor
it you?
farmer. All about health.
I had donuts earlier before the show.
You know.
I'm working on it, but that doesn't mean I
I'm
wouldn't
trying to
pass up
remember
a
if I
s'more.
eat a s'more at any of our camping experiences, and I don't
Fat
recall ever.
shaming yourself.
Look, the only time we've been camping, I had an eighth of mushrooms that night. I don't think I was looking for s'mores.
See, yeah.
I don't think I could say the word at that time. I was just. We were live too. I don't. That video's gone, but was fun. Wow, everyone. Elisa, that's great. Yeah, Chris would love it. Guys, tag Chris on the Facebook side. Kayla says Bean. Okay. Rose says Kim. Okay. I would say Kim. Like Kim doesn't seem like the kind of person that's to me like that's going to have sweets and have like you don't even smoke that often. So as an adult, if I'm not smoking weed, I'm probably not eating a s'more. You know what I mean?
What?
What do you mean what? I'm just saying like her, like the munchies, like the rest of us, the other 3 of us, like we're
You think
stoned
people
more than
that
not.
don't smoke weed don't like food?
Sweets though, like that's a lot. That's pretty rich. That's a big like. You gotta really want some sweets to make a s'mores.
Yeah, but people like to get into like the camping vibe, right?
Weenie, throw your weenie in the fire. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You put like not just any weenie. You're gonna get like an all beef dog or maybe like a brat or like a a sausage of some kind. Yeah, that's my kind of thing. Or a s'more. Gonna make the s'more and then you eat it.
Yeah.
I just don't think you're a s'more guy.
Everyone thinks I'm not a s'more guy. Wow, just like this sixth sense everyone is feeling about me. Okay, all right.
Funny.
Okay. Jenna says Macy. Hey, thanks for tagging Chris, Kayla. Waylon, eat anything. He's been in the battlefield, right? Like you're gonna tell me I've had. Well, although Kim and I both have eaten plenty of MREs, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Use dark chocolate Reese's cups. Ooh, dark chocolate Reese. That makes the s'more sound even better than I already like. Rose.
You like Peeps, Waylon?
Peeps? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man. You got to let them dry up a little bit. Get a little hard. Get them hard, yeah, and then you can, I have s'mores. Okay, so everybody's guessed on screen. Well, I think it's Kim, and all three of you said me. Is that what happened here?
Yeah, I think it's Waylon.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Leave frogs out of this. Kim always munching. She'll eat anything. I don't know. If she's eating, she's always like, I can't even get down there where she's at. My camera follows me. Okay. All right. So everybody's gotten their guesses in the comments. JB, give it to us straight. Who do we think? What kind of idiot doesn't like s'mores? What did Diane say? I love s'mores. I have to burn my marshmallow first. Ooh, a nice charred chocolate s'more. I love s'more flavor, flavoring on like s'mores pop tarts. That was the thing. That was the shit. It was me. It was me.
I knew it.
Why did you guys know it was me? I don't understand this. We got a few guesses in the comments from me. Let's see. Margaret. What made you guys? Was it because? Huh?
You denied it too much when they started accusing you, so I was like, yeah, it's got to be you.
I think it was the short answer, the short story, like how short it was. It's not
It didn't have anything to do with that. Like you just don't. I don't know. I just feel like you're not a s'mores kind of guy. I think
sent in
that
a short one like
I
that.
don't think you like marshmallows.
Yeah.
I just think it's a lot of mess to make something sweet when you could do so many other
exactly. It's not practical.
Things. Well, so you're telling me you don't like s'mores either?
No, I like s'mores. I don't like to eat a whole bunch of them because they're really sweet, and I don't really like marshmallows, and I don't like burnt marshmallows, so I'm kind of picky about it. But I like s'mores. I just don't want to eat a whole bunch of them because they're so sweet.
There's no way to eat a s'more without it being a mess. You bite down into it, and it just fucking splats out the side. Like
that's why I like s'mores flavor, because you can get that they can mix those flavors together in things. Like you can make s'mores like desserts, but that aren't individual s'mores. Or maybe there should be a way to like do like a softer graham cracker that's a little thicker, and you could make it more like more biteable and not just break. That's a $1 million idea out there, guys. Take it.
We use the fudge, the Keebler fudge striped cookies,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Reese's Pieces or the Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh damn!
That's what we used this year.
So you did what now? So you had two
the fudge strips, the Keebler fudge strip cookies, the round ones with the fudge.
There's like fudge in the middle and two pieces of cookie.
No, it's just one cookie.
Okay.
Dipped in fudge with the stripes on top.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's got a circle or I got a hole in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, okay.
And then we used Reese's peanut butter cup
in the middle between two of those.
And then
wow,
marshmallow.
Well, so the marshmallow. You still got to do the marshmallow. That's where the fire comes in.
Of course.
Right. Okay.
Of course. and you make it to your liking, either up a little bit so you don't get it. It's white, but kind of whatever.
So
Get it done.
Margaret says she knew it wasn't Macy because she's calling her gathering s'mores and whores. So yeah, that is a pretty big indication. That doesn't mean Macy likes s'mores. Like she just because you throw the word s'mores in there, you know people kind of have a lot of like they have a predisposed idea of what's about to happen. It's camping and it's fire. Like I don't know. I like and plus it's the rhyme too. So, but that's still a good bet though, Margaret. So I didn't fool anybody. All three of you got a point or 2 points for guessing it right. Kim is winning right now by 5 points. I got fucking 0 points still. This is a terrible topic. This is terrible. I'm usually excited to get my story up because I'm like sometimes it's not going to hit because of the randomness. Like, yay, one of my stories, and then like they're too easy. I guess I don't know. That was very short. Why did you say me? Because you thought I deflected or something?
Yeah, it had nothing to do with whether I thought you liked it or not. I just when they started grilling you, you went like you started denying way too much.
I'm going back the other way. Every story is mine now. Every story was me.
Me think you don't protesteth too much.
I was saying, why
I
wouldn't
based it on arbitrary things every time. It has nothing to do with it, like the question.
You caught something, and and that can be the case where you catch your instinct or something, the sixth sense. You catch something that you can't actually put into words, and that happens a lot of times in the conversation with people. And that's where you have communication breakdown between friends or lovers or whatever, where you're like, I can tell you're not being 100% with me, and the other person's in their mind, I'm not keeping anything that's that big of a deal away, and then and you but you could feel something, right? You're like, there's something in there, and you can't quite put your finger on it. Yeah, that's the beauty of having your own mind. Soon we won't have those. Soon once everyone's plugged into Neuralink, there won't be a question anymore. You're like, just read each other's thoughts. There you go. All right, story number 4. Let's go. Camping on E, I guess they were almost empty. Everyone was jumping over the fire. When I decided to do it, I blacked out mid-air and fell in the fire.
Again, Macy?
Camping on E.
Outside the fire. Is this Garth Brooks? Standing inside the fire.
What's camping on E? Is that ecstasy?
I don't know, Kim.
I don't know, Kim. I thought it was empty. Like maybe they didn't have enough gas to get home or something. That's what I thought. When I wrote this, I was like, yeah, we were kind of empty when I was trying to get to the campsite. And
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
Everyone was jumping over the fire because they thought maybe there would be more gas over there. They're like, let's go see if there's another gas tank or gas can. And so they're like, let's jump over the fire. I was like, all right, I'm coming too. And then I don't know what happened. Like, I think maybe I inhaled too much smoke and like my oxygen was gone. Like I felt like I passed out midway across the fire. Oh, wow. 2 guesses for Bean already. 1 for Macy. This could definitely be 2 for Macy. Froghopper says Macy as well.
I think
Thomas
Macy
says
put
Macy.
around the fire too much.
It's always a fire story with Macy. Now, we remember the first one was actually not a lit fire, so it's more like just some bricks that she didn't see in her way.
It was metal.
Yeah. And she became an Olympic gymnast for just a moment. You're lucky you didn't smash your head into the ground, I tried doing a backflip one time on the ground after doing a backflips on the trampoline a lot, and I thought, like my mind thought it would be no problem. And I went to do a backflip and just landed straight on my back, knocked all the wind out of me. Luckily, it didn't break my neck. Anyway, another story. But yeah, so I can't tell who else this might be because it was my story, but let me think about who it might have been.
Yeah, I think it was.
I could see Kim might be really throwing us off here with a story of an old ecstasy story from back in the day when she took illicit drugs. Her days in the Weather Underground or whatever.
Yeah.
She hung out with Forrest over at the Black Panther parties. I'm sorry to barge into your Black Panther party.
Black out midair.
That must be that's. I don't know who blacks out on ecstasy if that was the case, unless you were drinking a lot with it too, which some people do, and that's not very. Oh, Macy's like, well, maybe. No. Okay. So Thomas says Macy. We got Margaret says Bean. Rose says Bean. Let's see. Who else? Froghopper said Macy. Elisa says Waylon. I like E. Yeah, I do, but honestly, never done it camping. Except this time. Except when I did it
Of
this
course
time.
you did. Of course you did.
In Iraq. Did it in Iraq. That was interesting.
You did ecstasy in Iraq?
Yeah. I bit into a glow stick that night. That was not fun.
Why?
Oh, just like
Ecstasy's a hell of a drug.
I was holding it. I was holding it in my mouth so I could use my hands, and that makes you want to bite things. And I bit into it a little bit, and that shit is nasty. Probably very toxic as well.
I think it was Bean.
Bean. I don't know. I've never heard Bean talk about ecstasy. I feel like it might have been Macy. I never heard her talk about it either. But of the two, I don't know. I have to assume they both have tried it. I feel like Kim might be throwing us all off here because I would almost assume Kim's not tried it. But that's a that assumption could bite me in the ass. No one think it's Kim? Blacked out and fell in the fire.
I'll say Kim.
You don't have to just because no one else did, but if you think maybe, I could see.
I think it was Waylon.
I'm gonna vote for Kim.
Two solid guesses. Kim, who do you think?
I think it's Bean. It's either Bean or Macy. I don't think it's you, Waylon. But Bean, he does crazy ass shit. So I don't know. I think it was him.
I mean, this is very close to Macy's story, so I wouldn't think she would throw out this as a second story, but I mean, she went with a mushroom story. This could be Bean's ecstasy story, or just Macy camps a lot with drugs. I don't know. Maybe that's just Now, we already had two Macy stories too, and I don't know how many she put in, but she doesn't have to tell us. Kayla says Bean. Diane says Bean. Ooh, I want to say Bean, but I feel like I'm going to get burned. I'm going to say Bean because we haven't seen a Bean story, and it's not the best way to do this. But I'm going to do it anyway. Fell in the fire.
There was one. The crackhead at the camp.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We did see a Kim story too, I think, didn't we? Yeah. We had everybody on now. Okay, good. Shit. All right, I'm going to say Bean. And Kim, who did you say?
I said Bean.
Okay. Bean said Macy.
No,
you said me. Macy said Kim. Okay. All right. If you haven't guessed yet in the comments, better do it now. Hey, Mama Rochi in the house. Hey, Mama Rochi. Mama Rochi, did you see the commercial I made? The beard oil commercial? I'm not going to pull it up. I was almost going to pull it up. So, JB, who does this story belong to? almost got to our 20 mark on the Rumble. 35 people in the house, guys. Hit the tags, hit the like button. Macy, Froghopper says Macy. Mama Rochi says Macy. It was Macy. Macy's over here cheesing. We've already guessed. Everyone's guessed, so. No, it was a bean story. Okay.
Told you.
Yeah.
I'm on the fucking board, you guys. I'm on the fucking board.
Fucking does crazy shit.
Yeah, I was drinking and doing ecstasy, and everybody else was jumping over the fire, and I was like, I could do that. I couldn't do that. Right when I stood up, I pretty much was already blacking out, and I still went for it. I guess I stood up too fast while I was drinking and rolling, and I ended up like face down in the fire. I woke up. They were like in the middle of pulling me out of the fire. No injuries though.
Fell down in the burning ring of fire.
No
Yeah,
injuries.
Down, down, down.
Yeah.
That was back when. That was before that. His hair grew. He just landed head first in the fire. All right, so I think I got everybody. Margaret Rose, Diane, Kayla, and Mama Rochi. Who else said bean? Oh no, Mama Rochi said, or I got you on for commenting, not for the right answer. Who else said bean? Elisa said me. Yeah, I don't think I saw any more beans. Beans, the musical chairs. All right, cool. Yeah, so tell us about it.
I mean, I pretty much just did. Yeah, I was.
Oh, I guess you did. My bad.
I went to jump over the fire, and I wasn't as I thought I was. I always seem to get burned though.
At least it was like you like how do I put this? On ecstasy, like even pain feels good.
Yeah.
Like, oh, smack me again. That's great.
Ooh, nice and warm.
Hey, real quick though, wow, the episode has gotten away from us. Very good conversation. Let's see. Let me check real quickly if anybody. Oh yeah, we got a couple people to add. I'm gonna do a quick spin and then maybe one more story. We'll get the door prize going here. Alice is number 11, or I'm sorry, 12. And then we got Ronaldo is number 13. This is the Indoor Farmer Locals community. You can sign up for $2 a month and get 4 chances a week to win. And you do not have to be here. You just have to comment on this post.
There you go.
Double check everything. Okay, so we got 13 now. 13 for the last spin of the week.
Keller.
All right, let's see who wins. And then we have about time for about one more story. Thanks again to Macy for coming up. Hopefully you had fun, and we would be happy to have you come back. What should we talk about next week, though, guys? Next week will be the second week of October. We definitely want to do something a little Halloween-oriented. We could talk about violence. Kind of a scary, like it's not necessarily directly Halloween, but could be, I don't know, could be a good time. You ever been in a fist fight? You ever had, like somebody hit you in a car or something? Could be a good one. Doesn't have to be someone that attacked you. It could be just like something violent happening. That could be interesting, but it also could be a little traumatic. Not necessarily all fun, but important. That stands out to me because I'm thinking of different Halloween sort of themes, but not just going, let's talk about Halloween. Like that sounds to me. Who did I say number 12 was? Alice. Yeah, Alice, one of my newest subscribers. Congratulations, Alice
We
Martin.
can talk about evil.
That's subjective, or that's like, I don't know, maybe, but I don't know if that you can, like, it's not a tangible. No, I hate to sound like a naysayer. We could definitely talk about, like, whether we believe we saw, like, truly evil acts, or even if it's something not directly in our life, like something that we saw we really believe is evil. I don't know. That could be a tough one, just because I can't think of any good stories that come to mind, but I will keep that in mind too, Kim. You know how it goes. We could talk about evil within the violence category, just because it's an action. We have more stories with an action than a concept. All right, so let me get back. Let's get one more story in here.
We can talk about ghost stories.
Yeah, and Rose is in the house here. She's a medium, and I definitely want to do another paranormal episode. We did one on the paranormal, which actually includes, like, aliens and stuff. So maybe we'll just go ghosts specifically. I don't really have any, like, ghost stories, to be honest, myself, so it'd be tough. I'm interested in that stuff, so we could always talk about it. But all right, here's the last story of the night. There's a few more after it, and there's a few that I couldn't even write down. I like that we get, like, too many and we just, like, shuffle them up. And all right, last story. During camp, my friend smoked out a 4-foot bong, filled it, and took the entire hit without one cough.
Oh my God.
Macy Buds. She said during camp. Like,
I remember that bomb.
she said during camp. That sounds to me like a camp event kind of thing. I don't know. I'm thinking Macy right now. Macy, do you guys, like, how do you guys smoke at events, or at the camp out? Do you guys, like, pass a blunt around, or did somebody bring?
I can't have anything breakable. I'll tell you that right now.
That's true, but this could be one of those 4-foot, like, plastic beaker bongs. Yes, I could totally get in on that one, Rose. Okay, hell yeah, I'd love to have you come up for that one. So Rose says me. Okay. I don't have any friends though, Rose, so that's going to be a tough one. I literally camped. I camped
You're
with
a
my
social
dog.
butterfly.
That doesn't mean I have friends. I just know a lot of people. Too many spooky to tell. Yeah, Dominic. Spooky stories. I have plenty of them. Amy, you should come up on that one, or come back on that one for sure, because I think we should do, like, a ghost stories kind of spooky stories. A lot of people saying that in the chat. Can't get anyone to attack you no more. You make the first punch or whatever. Okay, so that's all before that. Okay, what do you guys think? Who do you guys think in the comments this one went to? Margaret says Kim. I could see Kim, because, like, that beaker bong that's plastic that I'm talking about, that's a classic move. The plastic beaker bong. No glass involved. Kim, do you own a bong?
Yeah.
Are you still there, Kim? I see. I think I see a hand. I see, like, a piece of hand.
Chicken back.
Just chicken back. Gotcha. You said you do? Just a side question, I guess, but
Yeah, I have a bong.
it'd be hilarious if I saw Kim pop in one day, just, hey everybody, just pulls it in, and just takes a toke.
I don't like smoking out of bongs though myself.
But you're not a teacher anymore. We need to see some clouds one day. So Diane
Sitting on
says
my
me.
back porch the other night, puffing.
Thomas says Macy. Okay. Ted says Macy. Elisa says Macy. I think it's Macy too, but I haven't fully decided yet. Elisa says she don't believe in ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Only women know the true size, so it's Macy. Only women go by the length of it. So you're saying Bean would have just said this big ass bong, my
No,
friend
it looked 4 foot. Like that's about
is
4
this
foot,
big.
right?
I'm only 5 foot, so let's just throw that out there too. Okay, I am
Don't
only
lie.
5 foot.
Oh, you
That's
lean in. I've
perfect.
seen it.
That's in female measurements. You're at least 12 foot.
Yeah. Wow, you were that tall? Holy shit.
No, it could be Waylon.
I've seen a big bong like that at events, Keefe Canna Fest and such.
Yeah, I hit out of a 4 foot bond.
You what?
Were you camping
I did a dab out of a 4 foot bond at a camp out here.
at a camp? No coughing either, I bet.
It wasn't him though.
I
that
coughed my
said it,
ass
was
off.
his
My
friend.
buddy took it like a champ.
Oh wow, this sounds like definitely could be a couple of us. Amy says Kim. Okay, remember this is our last story for the night. Okay, that's quite a few guesses in the audience.
I don't know who this one is.
Must have been Kim.
That was me.
You're pretty like I don't know, assertive, I guess. You've had a pretty good guess on all the rest of them right away. And this one, you're talking like, I don't know. That's the first one, first unsure I've heard you. And we haven't had we've only had one other Kim story, I think, tonight. We've already had at least 2 Macy stories. It was 2 or 3. I think it was 2.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that she's only put in 2 stories.
I'm pretty sure I told her 2, but I might have said 2 or 3. So I don't remember what she went with. I don't know what she went with, to be honest. She might tell us. She might lie. We can't trust it. I'll look at her. She's black now. She can't even. You can't
I
see
think
her.
it's good.
Final answer. I'm
I'd
going with.
I'd like to say you, Waylon, because you said you were going to claim the rest of them, and now you're pushing it off onto me. So.
I forgot. I stopped doing that, and then I forgot to go back to it for a while. For like the first 2 or 3 times we did this, I was like, "Oh yeah, the story's mine." That got kind of old. It's like, nah, it's not gonna work. It wasn't as entertaining as I thought it would be. So
It's probably Macy.
I think it's Macy. I'm going Macy. Kim, are you going Macy? You can. Yeah, I'll come back to you. Macy, who are you thinking? You said you thought me. You weren't sure though. Huh?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Yeah. I'm going Macy, but my second thought is Kim, honestly. Because think about it, like a 4 foot bong used to be a little bit bigger deal. Nowadays, you're talking like some kind of dab rig or like a gravity bong.
You know, it's not about the size of the bong so much as the fact that the person didn't cough. They took the entire hit without a cough.
Yeah, but okay. When I hit the 4 foot bong, that bowl was like that was like this shitty little tiny little like bowl. It wasn't anything. It wasn't one of those rap guys' girlfriends bowls. You know what I'm saying? It was like a tiny little bowl.
That's just, never mind.
It was a Sir
What was that,
Mix-a-Lot.
Dean?
No,
What was that, Dean?
out of bed joke.
Were you? You
The
can say it.
typical woman, just talk bad about the size and talk up
Yeah.
the fact that she didn't gag when she took it.
Trash the size, say, and then that's good.
Size doesn't matter. It's the fact that she didn't. No.
Oh, Ted's
Bad joke.
calling it
Bad.
out. Oh wow, Ted's just laying it all out there. He knows who it was and everything. Well, I gotta say that there there has to be more than one story of someone hitting a 4-foot bong and not coughing. I don't know that anyone on screen has a second story of it, but I don't think it's that far out of the realm. But now Ted is saying he saw it happen. All right, we've all guessed, I believe. Macy, who did you say? Wait, no, Macy and Kim were still unsure.
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go with Macy.
Oh, I already said you.
You did say me. Okay, sorry. Bean stepped away. I think Bean said
You
me too.
win.
Yeah. Okay, that's so. All right, JB. Last story of the night. Who does it belong to? I need a 30-second long drum roll. Uh, I think it's Macy. Bean is kind of looking around fidgety though. He's eating s'mores crackers. It was Macy's story. Macy Buds during camp. See, that right there told me during camp, because none of the rest of us have a camping event kind of thing. Now that also could mean like camp, like the summer camp, during camp. But then who had the bong at summer camp? All right, Macy. Last story. Tell us about it. So who was this? Ted? Was Ted there? Ted said he was there.
Dad was there. It was Rasta Rhino's wife, Patty. She
Oh,
took a hit out of Redbeard's, both of them. He had a dab and a regular flower bong, both of them. We hit both of them, and she didn't cough on either one of them.
Damn.
she's a machine. I met her.
Yeah.
She you. I'll put this as kosher as I can. You would not expect that of her if you see her. We'll put it that way.
Nope.
Definitely surprising.
What kind of crackers you eating there, Bino?
Bino.
Graham crackers.
Okay. They really are graham crackers. It's funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was like wheat thins, but I was like they're graham crackers. All right. I don't remember if I put the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't remember if I put the last story in there before this. Fuck. So the story we just had was Macy. One before that was E. That was Bean. Or no, was that Bean? Yeah, that was Bean. Bean. Shoot, we might be missing a round of points, but I'm not gonna try to figure it out now. So this last one though, I know I got 2 points. Kim got 2 points.
Mm.
And then who else said Macy in the comments? Let's look here. Thomas did. Let's see.
Everybody else.
There was a few, but not that many. It was Bean. Okay, now go down here. Pretty sure just Thomas on the Rumble side. Okay, Thomas. There might have been a few on the Facebook side. I know Ted. Tedibles.
I think didn't Alyssa say me?
Possibly. Kim. Elisa May did say you. Anybody else? That was it. right, let's see what. Okay. Mamarochi said Macy, but that was the last story, I believe. Danielle Cooper, what's up? Hello. Danielle, I'll put you on the door prize. If you all could, make sure you hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. Okay. 33 people in the house. If you haven't gotten on this wheel, speak now or forever hold your peace. It looks like I got everybody caught up. But before we spin that last wheel, let's throw a quick ad in here from NFL Tune-In Season at Westwood One. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. Hey, football fanatics, are you ready for some primetime NFL action? Tune in to Westwood One for all the gridlock lore you crave. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-changing plays, don't miss a moment of the action. Excitement. Catch every snap, every tackle, and every victory in Westwood One. You can listen to the NFL on NFL app, on Westwood One Sports app, and WestwoodOneSports.com via Westwood One station stream by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. If it's NFL, it's on Westwood One. Thank you for the 72 cents. Westwood One. Appreciate that. Okay. Back to speed one. Back to normal speed. Let's go back to the wheel and find out who wins. You have to be here to win the door prize. Let's go. Hashtag PITB in the chat. Let's see a hashtag fifth in the chat. Let's see a hashtag WTIF in the chat. What's up? Let's see some smoke emojis while I hit this bong again on our way out. I might want to shorten the time because some of you might not be here on the wheel anymore, so that kind of gets old, so I'll shorten the time after this. Thanks, Froghopper. I appreciate that. I try. That one's a pretty fast and easy ad to read, and they usually pay the most. So I'm taking that baby every time. Hell yeah, Diane. Cheers. Fire in the hole. Well, we got 2 minutes until 7:10 somewhere. Let me put. Hey, Macy Buds.
Hey.
Congrats, Macy. You know what you won?
No.
You got a spot on game night. You don't have not on screen or anything unless you feel like playing, but you get in one of the teams as a game night ticket without having to be a member. The only stipulation is that you do have to be there to win prizes. So if you're busy, you're busy. No big deal. But we are going to be playing a new game, October game, coming up on Sunday. I don't even know what the game is yet. It hasn't even birthed itself in my mind yet. So you get to play the new game. Probably do something a little bit Halloween oriented. I don't know what yet. I don't want to just do more Halloween. I've done a lot of the different Halloween games last year. I'm thinking something like horror oriented. We did do a game before, and maybe I could find something else where it was kind of like you were walking through a story, and each room was a different picture, and you had to sort of guess left or right for the next room. And if you took which one way or the other, you had different things happen, and kind of like a little playthrough or a walkthrough, like a horror show. I might do something like that. I don't know. We'll try to make it. It'll be fun, and we'll just give away prizes like we always do on Sundays. So it is what it is. So the games don't always work out, but they're always worth getting into. All right, what are we at? 7:10 right now. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Fire in the hole and stuff. I'm gonna put some dabs on my bowl here. But yeah, we're in October, and not everybody loves Halloween, but it's a good time to do spooky type themes. I really like violence for a theme for people, or for a topic next week. You guys let me know if you think of any other good ones. Like Kim, we can totally work evil into that conversation, you know. Some people think that poor people do violence just because they need a loaf of bread or whatever, and I honestly think violence is at every level of society, I guess. So we can definitely talk about it and bring evil into that conversation. That's
I
my
think that the higher your socioeconomic status, the easier it is for you to hide your wicked ways.
right. Hide your debauchery and hide your. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, make yourself feel like you're still, you know, like we all have skeletons in our closets. You know, I like to talk about mine, but you know, there's some stuff I'm never going to talk about. Some people say that you should be, you know, more mysterious and like I don't know. I could probably talk all day about my life, and there still be more things that I didn't ever tell you. And even then, what? How much of it are you going to absorb if I just ramble on about me? You know what I mean? Like, no one's really trying to keep tabs about everybody else's like entire story when they tell it. I might hear parts of it. Like Ted knew that story from Macy's. Like, oh yeah, I remember that day. Bean, I think somebody did the same thing with you.
Gotta
Like,
go.
oh, did your phone dying or your Macy? Or did she say? She said something. She's in the back, but no camera on. Anyway, we'll get out of here in a couple minutes. I just wanted to take a puff. Cheers.
Life is rough. Take a puff.
We didn't really talk about glamping at all. Have you guys ever glamped? Like went to like so when I was a kid, we would a few times we camped in a cabin, some campsites or camp what do you call them
Campground.
campgrounds. That's it. Would have like cabin options, and so you could go stay in a cabin. Usually we did that not because we were going to hang around there, but because there was something nearby the campgrounds that we were going to go to. So sometimes you could go instead of staying at a hotel in another city, you could stay at campgrounds nearby. We did that for Six Flags. We had a
Yeah.
Six Flags in St. Louis that was right next to Yellowstone campgrounds, and we would just stay there because it was way cheaper per night than to stay in any hotel anywhere else. So now I guess Airbnbs take the place of that. I guess I don't know, but that was one reason to camp. It's like okay, you're gonna camp instead of paying for a hotel room, or you could camp like roughing it style without going to campgrounds like we talked about earlier off grid, but just to save money. That's why I always wondered like why you got homeless encampments in cities in tents. Why don't they just walk to the like just outside the city where there's like some wooded areas
But
and,
it's
and
a bit, they can't access like the busy areas where they can panhandle and scavenge. So
yeah and I get that I do, but I also think I don't know. I guess they don't want to work together with each other either, like homeless people working together in like a
yeah.
community base. That's the whole point of them being homeless is to be outside of the community like community act like working together. Anyway, that's another story. I just thought, man, like there's places when they do kind of camp, they'll find like a few trees somewhere they can hide next to the interstate, and that's where they'll be camping. Like to them, it's like a forested area. They're inside
Yeah.
trees and on grass, or like they'll camp in like parks. Um, I guess I kind of see that best of both worlds to try to have live in some greenery, but like right next to where they can make some money.
Yeah.
It just depends, like on I don't know. Some homeless people are more antisocial, and those
That's
are the
what I
ones
mean.
that you
Yeah.
usually find kind of camping out away from other people.
Give them a survival book. Take them out to the wooded area. Tell them to watch out for bears. There's a bunch of signs around that says "Don't feed the bears," and they're going, "Wait, feed me, feed me, feed me." Uh, anyway, I think violence is going to be it unless you guys have anything better. Talk about gore. We could talk about like horror movies. A lot of good horror movies as a kid. We could talk about a bunch of them. Like instead of movies in general, we could just talk about specifically horror / Halloween films. I guess there's a new Halloween movie coming out. Another, Michael Myers or whatever. Or is it Jason Voorhees? Jason Voorhees is Halloween, right? Wait, I might be wrong.
Michael
That's
Myers is Halloween.
Yes, Friday the 13th is Jason Voorhees. Michael Myers is Halloween. I think there's another one coming out this year. It's like Jamie Lee Curtis hasn't had enough yet. Come back. Kill me again, Michael. Anyway, that's an idea too. We can talk about it in the chat, but
that movie scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, just the way he walks so slow. Somehow the person is running, but him walking really slow. It's like keeps up with the like. I always love that part about scary movies.
Yeah.
One person is trucking, man. Ah! And it cuts back to whoever, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, pick your person, and they're just walking along. Are they traveling through shadows? Like, what's going on there?
Yeah, rocket skates.
Did you ever see Jeepers Creepers?
Yeah.
Bro, that movie for like the first 45 minutes had me fucking scared. As like for real. Like it was intense. And then it just went so downhill the second half. You're like, it's like a deflated fucking whoopee cushion or something, man. It was like, did you ever see that, Kim?
They never showed the actual character, like the scary character.
What was it?
They did in the first one, and just towards the end. And once you saw it,
it
once
flew
you
out
saw
the vent or whatever, like, but you barely got a glimpse of it.
Okay,
What
maybe
was
I'm
it?
thinking of part 2. It was like a demon of some kind.
Oh,
they don't really explain it very much. Basically, this demon that wakes up every so many years comes out to consume specific. Well, it kills a bunch of people, but it consumes certain people's body parts that it wants. Like if it likes your eyes, it will consume them and then have your eyes. I don't know a lot of it. There's a whole song behind it. Like if you hear the song play on the yeah, if you hear the song play on the radio, then I guess he's coming. And the song was like Jeepers Creepers. Let me
get those
peepers. Yeah, Jeepers. Something like that, Whipped it out. Anyway, it was a scary movie. I think, but there was something about in the first one that somewhere halfway in, it just lost all. They did something. I can't remember what. Either you see him, or maybe what ruined it for me is they never really explained it that well.
They were like the first half of the movie, they were out on the road, like running from this dude, and then the second half, they were like they were like navigating from the building, the police station, and like the whole movie changed. And then, like I said, like you never really got like they're building up to this character, and then you get like a little glimpse of him at the end. It was like that was like.
I remember that now. Yeah, Diane singing it. Diane loved that movie. Yeah, I don't know. It was all right. Rose, you had the same effect. Yeah, Witchcraft. Diane, that's a good one. Witchcraft. We could talk about which isn't really that's a topic, but it's not. You have to think about it like the people in the boxes topic, where we mostly have to have some kind of first or second hand experience with the topic. We could talk about like space or ancient history or whatever. I love those topics, but they're not people in the boxes topics. The whole point of the show is to bring people together to gain perspective on common topics. And it's not really about the topic. It's about us being able to have conversations and disagreeing, and also sharing different points of view and saying, oh, okay. And that kind of widens our viewpoint on different things. And so the topics I think of are things that where more like violence, for instance. More than likely, we've all seen, done, or had done to us some kind of violence. So it could be, a good one, not necessarily fun one, but a good one. Horror movies would be a good one too. I think maybe for later in the month, closer to Halloween. Scary movies, we'll call it. Scary movies. That way, just to generalize it, maybe. I don't know.
Who won
Anyway.
the game?
Say again?
Who won the game?
You did. You did. You won by far. You won by like 8 points or 10 points. So all the rest of us had 4 points, and you had 4, 6, 8, 10, 13 points. So you won by 7 points. Or no. 13 minus 4 is 9. So 9 points, yeah. Wow. Kim, cleaned house this week. I don't think it's been that one-sided yet, but I also haven't been keeping track of points, so I'm going to do this more. It's fun. I like that. Kim will be our champion for this week. Anyway, we'll get out of here, guys. I'm going to head over to locals. I'm not done. I'm not done with the party yet. Come on over to locals. We'll watch a little Kill Tony. Anybody who's interested. And yeah, it's my Friday night, so I'm going to hang out for a little longer. Got 29 people in the house still. It says 5 people watching on X, but I don't know. That thing is broken. So come over to Rumble if you haven't yet, guys. That's where the real party's at. But I'm going to be shutting that off and going to the private session on locals. Go check out Fire in the Hole. If Macy was here, I would see what she wanted to promote. I think she has. She's going to be at the Canacraft this weekend with me, and Ross Rhino's going to be there, and of course Mythic Genetics and Misfit Island and Tedibles and Hobbies of Puppets and a bunch of people. And yeah, you guys got a 50-50 going on right now or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know.
No?
We got whatever.
We'll just follow Fire in the Hole. Check out Fire in the Hole on Facebook. Join the group. And Kim, thanks again. We'll see you guys all next week. Game night on Sunday, 1 o'clock Central Time. Where's my outro at here? There we go. All right, peace, guys. Remember, it's all about being able to work together and have conversations and actually communicate, because everybody's got to eat. Good night.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wailing the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm wailing the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro set up, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real.